women. So there's no father with them, there's no maybe elder one with them, so you can feel what happens. Coming all the way to here, there's no legal documents, there's no RB we are getting, let alone work permit or anything else. Plus, when somebody comes here, he needs to survive. Since the mothers are the breadwinners, they don't know where to go for the bread. So they are stuck at home, doing nothing. So when they go sometimes inappropriate works, like there is some other foreign people who are coming for health issues, for another purpose, for education. So they try to go there and work as housemaids. But what they experience in that is worse even living here. When somebody sees you that you don't have anything to eat and you are under him for everything, he tries to take advantage. So I'll give you more and more. Try, to be like ready for me whenever I need you. This is what happens. So when they meet this, again, the community knows about the issue. Again, stigma inside the community, because they're being said like, okay, she was like survival sex or something, so she will be attacked, verbal abuse inside the community. This is what happens. The landlords, the local community, there is much discrimination according to the dress code, because while you don't know even the language, and you are not giving the landlord the exact time he says to you, he even tries to sexual harass. Like, if you are not giving me, try to do something else. This is what happens inside. So suffering from long time, like Somalis started to come in India in 1991. From 1991, so many people, there is they are here for 21 years, 22 years. So here, even the young girls suffer a lot when they have to, win the bread from like the NGOs, like the Bosco's league, the interpreters. So if they go to the work, while coming back, there is a huge violence inside the buses. The auto, try to, grab a lot of money from them. They seem like foreigners, People think of when you are a foreigner, come here, long way from there, you have a lot of money. But what is the reality? You don't have this much money. You are fighting against the bread of the day. So the situation of the country, and they cannot go back, they cannot be here. There's no other way of living. So they are forced, the life forces them to be survival sex. So in our country, back home, women were always at home. They didn't, the men were the breadwinners. Imagine a woman came out of the house, long way distance to here, and even going out to search the bread. She didn't know even as a background. So again, that is frustration. When the girls are harassed in the streets, discriminated, they try to be at home. When they are at home, they are frustrated, thinking all the day, what life are you going through, where to go, at least to escape this situation. Then they try to commit suicides for themselves. So this is what we have seen for the last decades. In India, thanks to the government of India, since they didn't sign the law of refugee, but still they are welcome people. But what is inside the community and how they are feeling is far from living here. Some of them, when we interviewed, like when we have seen them and they were traumatized for long, they say like, instead of dying here for every day, it's better to go back and, to be shot one day. That's how they talk. So there is, even nobody thinks about there is a Somali refugees in India. Most of the people, they are not synthesized with the refugees like these people. The color is a discrimination. The dress code is a discrimination. Let alone going out and winning a fight. You don't know where to win. But still, you are suffering and undergoing a lot of pressure from the community, from the local. So instead, women try to be at each other, like two families in the same room, three families in the same room. There is still boys, grown-ups, because as they are here for long, they are grown-ups. So the mother doesn't know where to put her son while she is with the other family, and the other family has daughters. So still, they are suffering. She will say, okay, well, where will I put my son if I want to be with him? Because they cannot pay the rent alone. So this is what the Somalis in New Delhi and other places are going through. And the women are the most victimized ones. There is, they are weak to every point when it comes to the local, when it comes to the inside the community. They are harassed every day. Some of them are like, if we are here and going to be here, at least why are not we treated like the normal human beings? Why we are not getting the basic rights of a human? They are asking so much questions that no one can answer unless them. So thank you so much for listening to me and giving me your precious time to be here and convey this message that's happening inside the Somali community in Delhi and elsewhere in India. Thank you so much.
We are running a little late on our schedule, so we'll quickly take 2 questions from the audience they have for the panel. So we don't have questions? We'll move to the next session.
I would like to Parmeet. You said that you are Mizoram. Mizoram is the part of India. Okay. So we Indians are treated Mizoram people as an Indian. So how you said that they are refugees? Burmese are in India. When you read the Constitution of India, yes, it is true that Burmese are refugees, but the refugees have all the right to protect themselves. So my question is, in India, refugees have a right to protect themselves. Apart, they haven't right to give the voting, but they have a right to protect. If any kind of the whatever attack over the refugees, then they have a right to raise their voice. Media with them, people with them. That you told that Delhi incident, whatever the northern eastern boys had I heard. So we all Indian with you. So how you said that refugees had no right?
Thank you for your question, and I would like to clarify, maybe I wasn't clear enough in my message. I said that Burmese refugees had to flee their country and seek refuge in neighboring countries, including India. And most of the people who come to India are Chins, from Chin state, because Chin state is the closest to India. And a lot of people, when they close, see, can you make the difference between us in terms of physical appearance? No, right? We look like them. So when we cross the country, most of us, we stay back in Mizoram. But since we are not citizens of India, we have to hide our identity and be like Mizos. We have to be invisible. But for some of us who manage to come to New Delhi and seek the protection of UNHCR, which is about 6,000 for right now, the figure, we can have this identity and be open as a Burmese. So I wasn't trying to say that Mizoram is not in India. I just meant to say that some Chins are in India. And India does not have any domestic legal framework for the refugees, nor does it sign refugee convention. So we are treated on ad hoc basis. And if you ask a Tibetan refugee how his life or her life is in India, she would have a more positive answer, I am sure, because they are the more favored one. The government will treat different refugees depending on their stand. And unfortunately for the Burmese, our government has a good relationship with the Indian government. Hence, the refugees are not taken care of by the Burmese by the Indian government.
Take another question, Siri. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll move on to our next session, which is violence against Dalit women. May I request Asha Kotwal from All India Dalit Mahila Adhikar Manch, Kranti Khode and Sajjan Singh from Jan Sahas, Gauri from Samanta Mahila Vedike, and Rajat Kalsun from HRLN. Please take this.